Welcome back to another episode of Shtick with Koolfrogg. uh, I know it's an odd time of the day. It's like quarter to one in the morning for me. Normally, I know I don't really have that much of a crowd that shows up for this. Hopefully, more will actually show up later and actually do the rewatch for me. Um, I'm really disturbed, really disturbed. It's upsetting. It's upsetting that I have to be as disturbed as I am about the situations that arise. Um, so uh, there seems to be some misunderstanding of sorts or something. Again, if you think this is about you, maybe it is, but potentially, most likely, it's not. It's just me and my thoughts. So, hey, Suzanne. Basically, what it comes down to is it'd been brought to my attention that there was a conversation that was had live on YouTube, live on YouTube, that had something to do with not me, but my friends, those that I love so damn much and show respect for on a daily basis. That some feel the need that they need to take off from the situations that actually have arisen and have occurred because they just don't want to do it anymore. They don't want to feel the manipulation. They don't want to feel the narcissistic bullshit from anybody else. Um, Basically, what it's coming down to is I have to choose who my friends are. That's not fair. Nobody should tell me that I need to choose who I get to hang out with. Hey, clumsy. The whole thing is just it's beyond ridiculous. Um, if we look at some of the things that go along with narcissism, narcissism seems to be a big, huge thing recently, where there's so many people that have thoughts and opinions, and whatever reason my game's not working correctly. They have their own thoughts and opinions on how other people feel. That's not fair. That's not fair. Nobody gets to point fingers at somebody else and say, you're a narcissist or you're manipulative. Somebody does that. Somebody that comes up and actually says, you're a narcissist, you're the one that's manipulative, takes one to know one. It really does. It really seriously takes one to know one. Screw that frog man. Don't let any fool tell you that shite. And that's the thing is I don't. But as I didn't feel good for the day, that's why I didn't run a show all day yesterday. I felt like crap. Just felt horrible. My back hurt. I couldn't barely sit in this chair to find out that some would rather remove themselves from situations as opposed to actually talking them through. I'm not going to tell somebody they can do what they want or not. I'm really not. But when it comes down to it, there's so many things that go along with narcissism and manipulation. You know, uh, as I grew up, uh, my parents, particularly my mother, who I hate to this day. She disturbs the shit out of me. I can barely even say hi to her. Okay, I have some crappy days. So I avoid all mirrors. It's that's what I'm saying. Is just, I just I hate it when people point at other people and say, "Oh, they're a narcissist." Oh, really? You know this. You know this for a fact. Because, when you actually look up narcissism, it actually says narcissism personality disorder is a mental health condition in which people have an unreasonably high sense of their own importance. Unusually high sense of their own importance. Now, are you not important to yourself? If you're not important to yourself and you're going to go around and actually say that somebody else is a narcissist, it really seriously takes one to know one. I'm to the point where I just seriously I'm done. I don't give a fuck. I gotta stop this because there's something going on at the game that's not working right. So I just seriously I I hate it when people tell me that I need to actually choose. I need to choose which side who I'm friends with, who's what. And then, if you do anything, like this, I'm online. There's going to be people that are going to watch this and they're going to just assume, oh, they're talking about me. It's about me. It's always about me. No, it's not about you. It's not about you. This is about me. This is about me. If you think that I'm narcissist because I'm going to talk about me and my feelings, fuck off. I'm so sick of the bullshit. There's, some particular traits that go along with narcissism. If you don't feel that there's a sense of self-importance in yourself, what the hell are you doing? Are you even enjoying in your life? Because if you're not enjoying your life and you can't see your own self-importance, then what? What? I don't get it. Pointing fingers at somebody and saying, "Oh, you're a narcissist." Oh, you're not? You don't find yourself important? Preoccupation with power, beauty, or success. Isn't that what we're here for? To succeed in life? We're just going to sit here and twiddle our thumbs and be like, oh, well, it's okay. It's okay. I don't need to be successful. I don't need to be successful as long as, and nobody else is. What the fuck? Nah, that's not how it works. Everybody needs to actually feel that they're successful in something. Every single person. I think the older I get, the more I care less about what other people think or say. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. This isn't about anybody but me. But I've had several people just kind of, see their way out because they're just like, well, it's just not fair. It really isn't. I really hate it. Um, you know, it, I'm not the best person in the world. I know I'm not. But I'm here. I'm here and I'm trying to do something for me. And not just for me, but for my family. That I'm not doing this for just me. I'm doing this for my family so that they can actually see that in the future when they realize that I was actually doing something with my life other than just sitting on my ass. They don't, the refusal from like my parents and all to not care about what I'm doing. I've tried to talk to them and tried to tell them exactly what I'm doing, but they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Nobody does. Now I come on here and I start doing stuff or whatever over a year and a half ago, trying to create something, and it's been a long road. It's been a long road, and it's been so much fun. It's been so much fun meeting so many interesting people. Will I give up any of those people? No. Even the ones that I don't even care for. There's still going to always be a memory in my mind of things things of the past, and be like, yep, that guy or that person was somebody in my past that I just seriously don't care for. But they're always going to be a memory. They're always going to be a thought, and being preoccupied with power or success. I mean, what do you want to be occupied with? What is it that you'd rather it be? Entitlement is another trait of narcissism. So it's like, oh, I'm entitled to this, that, or that. I don't feel I'm entitled to a damn thing other than what I actually create for myself. And I know there's going to be a couple people that are actually going to come at me and be like, what is this? Who are you talking about? I'm talking about my goddamn self. Why? Because I'm the most important person in my life other than my tadpole. You don't get to tell me that I can't have my own self-importance because your narcissistic dumbass likes to point fingers. Nah, fuck that. You can only be around people who are important or special. Another trick. So if you can only be around people that are important or special, who gets to decide who's important, who's special? Because when you go and you do things and you start talking about people, and especially online, because it's recorded. It's recorded for the rest of the world to see. It's really seriously disturbing that anybody thinks that they can actually do such a thing. That they can actually be okay with going out and about and pointing fingers. Trying to tell somebody that they're this, that, and the other. When you know damn well it's you yourself that are the ones that are probably most likely the ones that are the narcissists. I really seriously hate the word narcissist. I hate it. It disturbs me so fucking much that people think that they can actually go around and point fingers at other people and tell them that this is what it is, and they're this, they're that, and they lack empathy. They're arrogant. I don't care. Go ahead. Tell me that I lack empathy. Tell me that I'm arrogant. I don't care. I'm beyond that. I'm beyond it. I'm so beyond it right now. I seriously don't care about any of it anymore. I love every single one of you so damn much. I enjoy this world the way it is. But when I'm told that I need to choose, or that I don't have a choice, it doesn't make sense. What'd you miss? Nothing, Madcore. I'm just talking about myself and my own feelings. There's some things that have happened within the last day or two that because I wasn't feeling well. I was actually laying around. I probably slept, I don't know, probably some good 16 hours in the last 24. I've been laying around in pain, uncomfortable, to find out what's that some people uh, feel the need to point fingers at others. I hate it. For every finger they point, three more are pointing back at them. And that used to be a thing that we used to run around, as kids saying, "It's like, don't point at me. Look what you're doing. You're pointing at yourself. You're pointing at yourself multiple times. over and over again. Um, you're not lacking in empathy. You're so nice and always welcoming. And that's the hard part. That's the hard part is having parents that have actually gone to the point of actually saying that I have zero empathy for anybody, that I don't care about a damn person, that I'm this narcissistic person. I hate the word narcissistic. I hate it. People pointing at others and trying to tell them what they are and what they need to do is wrong. If you think that you need to point fingers at somebody else and tell them that they're this, that, and the other because they didn't treat you right, it sounds like you need to actually grow the fuck up, in my opinion. I just have wandered into this channel. I've always felt welcome. And that's the thing is we've always, at any point in time, didn't matter who it was, who come through, who talked to us, we've always tried to talk back. Always tried to actually hold conversations with anybody and everybody. I've um, opened this channel up to so many people, over and over again. People that didn't think that they even thought of having a channel. They're like, no, I don't have a channel. I don't do it. That's not me. I don't do that kind of stuff. I've opened this channel up so many times to so many people to watch either one person run another off, or somebody trying to make decisions for the channel, trying to say, well, this is, this, that, and the other. If you choose them, you don't choose me. It's like, fuck off. You don't get to tell me who I get to choose to be around and who I don't. I really hate it when people do that. I don't get it, bro. You always do you like I do me. No one tells me what to do or think. Exactly. And that's pretty much where it's going at is I feel as though, because some have actually pointed their fingers at others, and that others have felt the need to actually walk away in a hole. Just walk away. Don't want anything to do with it. They're like, nope, I don't. This is too much for me. I just, who are you to decide who my friends are? And don't tell me who I get to choose to be around. I hate it. And it makes me feel like shit. Because then if it makes me feel that I need to actually pick and choose on who my friends actually are. I know there's going to be some people that are going to come at me again. If you think this is about you, you're wrong. It's not about you. It's about me. This is about me. I don't care right now. I care zero things about other people's feelings at this point in time. Why? Because mine have been hurt. Mine have been hurt over and over again. And I'm supposed to just suck it up, take it like it's okay, and just, move on. No, I'm not ready to move on some of it. My love for particular people that have been around for forever, us and they're gone. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Why is that person gone? What the fuck? What did I do? And they're like, oh, it's who you're associating with, who you're hanging out with, who this, that, and the other. And it's like, well, so because you don't like somebody else, you're gonna go around and you're gonna make decisions about me. And if I'm even anything good in your life. Someone's walking away. Clearly, they need to check themselves at the effing door. And the thing is it's I don't think it's the person that's walking away that needs to check themselves. I think the person that's walking away finally actually got to the point where they felt the need to actually walk away to stop being manipulated and by narcissistic people. They didn't walk away from me. They walked away from the group. They walked away from the group because the group in a whole has destroyed what it is that I've been trying to grow. My channel, not yours. Mine. So then, I pulled up a couple screens or whatever, so that way I could actually go through some of it and actually have bullet points to actually go off of. Um, so like last one on that list of traits of a narcissist must be admired. You don't have to admire anybody you don't want to. Somebody going around and telling me that I need to actually admire them, that I need to actually put them on a pedestal and take the other person and and degrade them and make them a worse person than what they are. Nah, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Just not. I like I said, I love every single one of you so damn much. Everybody that's ever come through this community. And I've befriended every single one of you at some level. To only have to go through this right now. On the day that I was feeling like shit, stuff comes up where I can't actually sit here comfortably and actually say what I want to say. Shit comes up. Shit comes up, and I'm supposed to just sit there and deal with it. Nah, I'm not gonna. Not gonna. What's up, Sparky? Elizabeth says, perhaps dare say, focus on you and your channel. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what this is about. It's about me. It's not about a particular person at all. It's about everybody. It's about me and how I feel. Get how you feel. It all sucks when the stuff happens. Hope it gets better for you, man. I mean, it's not gonna. The thing is it's not that it's bad. My life is just fine. It's everybody else at the same time. If they can't actually deal with that, I'm happy with myself or whatever, and they want to call me names because they're not feeling good about themselves. That's bad on you. I really hope this has nothing to do with a girl. No. Again, this is not about anyone in particular. This is about me and my feelings. I think I know what you're on about. That's why I do give a shit what my friends think or other people they don't like. Why should I talk or hang out with them? Right, exactly. There's if there's somebody that's disturbing to the point where you just like, no, I can't hang out because this particular person's just too much for me. I get that. There's some people that are just way too much and way too hard to actually deal with because of the way they are. Again, I haven't done anything to anybody and nobody's done anything to me in particular. This is just me and my opinions and thoughts on people using the word narcissistic to actually point at somebody else and say that, they're this, that, and the other. When in all actuality, when you can point fingers, you're pointing fingers at yourself. Don't point fingers at people. Don't tell people that they can't be around because you don't like them. That's not your decision. You don't like them. Say something to me. And, we can figure something out. We don't need to not be friends because of somebody else. Why do grown adult people have to call each other names? I agree. Why do people have to call people names? For any reason whatsoever, and that's one thing that I've always instilled in this channel since the beginning. Anybody can go back and they can see as communities start growing or whatever, and things happen. Um, that one big thing that I tell my chat: don't pick on somebody else on my panel. Don't pick on somebody else if you don't feel that you want to be picked on yourself, because you damn well you're going to call somebody a name. I'm not going to be happy with you. I'm going to be very, very upset with you that you called anybody a name. Don't call people names. It's wrong. I hate it. It's so freaking disturbing. I just, I wish people would actually think about others and show respect towards them before calling them names, before, saying, oh, you're this, you're that. Oh my God. You know, it's about the frog, you effing narcissists. Yep, exactly. It's exactly what this is about me. This isn't about anybody in particular. It's about everybody. Because every single person that's come around, it seems as though several people feel that it's necessary to go ahead and point fingers. D what for 9.99 super sticker with a fist. Thank you. Thank you so much, D Watt. That's awesome. That's great. Thank you so much. Social media, YouTube seems to bring out the worst in some people. It does. It really does. The interesting one is because the way you stated is that it brings out the worst in some people. At the same time, at the same time, it's changed my life. It's changed my life for the better. I seriously went from the point of being controlled and manipulated by almost everybody that I was around to doing this, to actually say, no, you don't get to do that to me. Some or most of you would be like, really? But when it comes down to it, the way people do certain things like that and actually point their fingers, I usually go back to my mother. My mother's the worst. She will sit there and argue with you, trying to tell you that you're something, uh, as opposed to just believing that it's herself. It's you. It's always you. You always have this. You always have that. You always, it's like, well, what, excuse me? Who the fuck are you? I seriously have not talked to my mother in probably about 9 months because of that kind of shit. I'm not going to sit there and bow down to somebody's bullshit when it comes to pointing fingers. Don't point your fingers at anybody. It's unfair. So then, you got, manipulation all at the same time, so it's like narcissism, manipulation, all in itself kind of, binds together and turns into one big, huge fuck job. I stuck around, but I've been extremely busy. Like now I'm in Denton, Texas for a week for training at work, plus issues in my own circles. I always let people be and judge because who they hang with. And that's the thing is that if you're gonna actually go around and be like, well, I really like Koolfrogg, but the people that he hangs around with, I really can't handle, a particular person. I can't handle, a particular person, and because that person's around and that person's around over and over again, because they're my friends. You don't get to choose who my friends are. And then, be like, well, I'm going to walk away because I can't handle this other person. Why would you walk away? If you like me as a person, why wouldn't you just come talk to me and be like, hey, this, and this, I'm feeling this way because of this person or whatever. And maybe things can get worked out. Maybe conversations can be had to actually change some of that. Maybe, just maybe. But, and I can see it as I'm holding this conversation with y'all right now. Is somebody's going to, they're talking about me. No, I'm not talking about you. Again, it's not about you. It makes me want to actually play the freaking song "You're So Vain" because it's not about you. You just think it's about you. If you think that this is about you, maybe you need to check yourself and realize that Frog's just, he's a human being just like yourself. He has feelings too. Just like you or anybody else. Everybody has feelings, everybody has opinions. And this disturbing, issue of all of it, I seriously, of all days, I seriously felt like shit all damn day. My back hurt, and I did talk to T3 earlier today for a short bit before I went and laid down again, and she's like, "Didn't you just plant that garden within the last day? That's a lot of work that you hadn't been doing." And yeah, most likely that's what it does. Most likely that's what it was that actually, caused me the pains that I've been dealing with for the last 24 hours. I seriously just so damn sore. Frog does frog. Frog always does frog. Seriously, over and over again. I've had so many people come and go in the last year and a half because they're like, "Wow, okay, I was unable to change him. I was unable to make him what I wanted to make him, or whatever it was that they were trying to do, whatever they were trying to actually, create." Who's in chat? And who's in chat? Um, Not sure what you're getting at. Agree with 223. You overworked yourself. Yeah, and that's probably what it is. I probably just, I did something more than what I had been doing, and brought myself to the level of pain where I couldn't handle it. I needed to lay around and get comfortable. Stretch seriously my lower back from probably about mid back all the way down. Just so damn sore from doing things that I hadn't been doing for a long time. Sorry, it was a two-part comment. Being rather newbie here, I like everyone who goes on your panel and who's in chat. Ah, okay. I got you. I got you. And and that's what some people actually walk away from, is because they're like, oh, that person's on panel. All right, time to walk away. Time to walk away and go create my own thing, as opposed to actually, uh, dealing with the issues. So then, um, let's see here, manipulation. So, someone who's found a way to manipulate others into doing things for them or giving up something, like friends. Trying to tell me who my friends are, who I can be friends with, and who I can't. And if I don't choose correctly, that I alienate others. And that's not ever my intention to alienate anybody. I don't want anybody to go away. I want everybody to hang out, everybody be friends. You can't hang out, you can't be friends with everybody. What are we doing here? Why are we even here? I'm in the same boat. Been in bed for 2 days because I pushed myself. And I woke up probably about, I don't know, hour and a half ago for the multiple time for the day or whatever. And I'm like, I got up. I actually was able to put my arms above my head and give a good stretch and actually feel better. And I'm like, oh, maybe I can actually go sit down in a chair for a few minutes. What and I craft a plate of food. I sat down and I ate, and I'm like, all right, I'm feeling good. So, will there be a show in the morning in a couple hours, about 5 hours? Yeah, probably. Yeah, there'll be one. There'll be one. Myself talking trash and truth for waking up will happen today. The interesting one on that is this right now. This is actually show number 419. Myself and T3 will be running that show. Will be show number 420. If that's not something to be happy and excited about, I don't know. We should be able to actually kind of turn the 420th episode into something kind of fun. Maybe. Just want to say, makes no sense saying it's not about person or people. If it was about you, then you wouldn't be complaining. But I know what you're on about. I mean, I guess if that's the way that you want to read it, but Super V, good to see you, dear. Hello, Koolfrogg. Nice to hear your voice. Been a while. I'm sorry you're going through stuff right now. Hope it gets better. It's just the fact of people pointing fingers at others and calling them names. Don't do that. Seems like you need a rollout. My back is sore. I got to do it myself. Melissa Jane, good to see you, dear. 420, light them if you got them. Yep, there you go. And I ain't got it, so I can't light. That's how that works. Yeah, y'all do that. Have some fun with that, and hit that shit. Nick says, I got something to say too. Hi, and how dare you not stream just because you're tired and overburned? Bad joke aside, take more rest. Get back to the fully energized. Much love always. Yep. Thank you, Nix. Glad that you're actually here. Foam roller does wonders. I put it up to all at the same time of me overworking myself, doing something that I hadn't been doing, to actually create a garden of sorts. If you want to see what the garden that I actually created or whatever, you go into that community tab. You can actually see the pictures that I posted yesterday, day before, that actually show what the garden actually looks like. It's all raised because I'm an apartment. I can't actually put things in the ground, so I had to actually put pots and other things out to actually create a raised garden per se. Man didn't say already leave that high drama at school. Didn't they already leave that high drama at school? It's just that I have no clue what you're trying to, what that's supposed to say or what that's supposed to mean. But as far as that goes, I'm just seriously, don't point fingers at people. Don't do it. I wish I had a green thumb. Oh. It's not that hard to actually go and grab some plants that are already, gone through germination and been planted to replant them into something larger, and just give them water every day. And it's this way it is. High school drama. Sorry, no, it's okay. Super V. It is. I'm just stating how I feel, and how things have actually happened in the last day. While I'm laid up, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, okay, great. Let me think about that. And let me deal with it. Now that I've thought about it and dealt with it, and actually continued through my day, I just kind of like, well, I feel it's necessary for me to go state my point. Nobody, I mean nobody, should be able to tell anybody else that they're narcissistic without thinking about it themselves and realizing that they themselves are most likely the ones that are the narcissist, the manipulator. I'm sorry I let you down, Cool Frog. Also, Vicky T. I feel real bad, and I'm sorry I blew it. I'm not sure what you're trying to get at, Mr. Malloy, but good to see you. Glad you're up at 1:30 in the morning. You didn't let me down, Mr. Malloy. You never did. I just there's certain couple things that I go after you about or whatever, like the aspartame content, continual drinking of aspartame, or anything else. It really, I care about you. I really do, and that's why I say the things that I do when I do. I just I've lost enough people in my life that uh, I feel that you mean more to me than what you actually think I do or you do. And I just want I want you to be safe. I want you to still be around in the next few years, to watch, you know, the continual growth of hopefully this channel. I saw him throw away a Diet Coke today. Cool. If that's the case, cool. I'm glad that maybe it was something that actually finally got through. I care about you as well. I'm 70 years old and trying to progress. 70 years, and the thing is at 70 years old, you're just a few years younger than my own parents. Than my own parents that I don't talk to. And I think that's where some of that actually comes from, is that I actually care about everybody so damn much. And it's never shared back. But here it is. Here it is. And when I see somebody like like yourself, that's, as popular as you are, doing certain things, I want to actually please don't do that. Don't do it. Because I just don't want to see you actually bring yourself down that road. Now, am I going to continue to tell you not to do it if I see you doing it again? Probably. It's not out of anything other than love, because that's what it is. You know what the good stuff is? Water. Lots and lots of water. A bunch of us loves you, Froggy. Well, I'm glad that you all do. I'm glad that you all do, because I feel the same about y'all. Every single last one of you. Every single one of you have brought me some kind of happiness, appreciation for other things, other people that I never thought that I ever had before, because of the way that I was being manipulated by my own parents. Don't like bottled water. Um, I'd like to actually take bottles and actually fill them with tap water, and then throw them in the fridge to actually get them super cold, and then I'll drink out of that. So I do have a couple of bottles around here, but they're refills. I love this village since Madcore rated my channel. It was awesome. I totally remember all that. That was so much fun to actually go ahead and do something. I never thought about doing something like that. To actually meeting somebody so cool that we actually get to see every day. May not be around all the time, working more hours than family life, but I do really care about you. Thank you, Super V. I care about you too. And it's the feelings have never changed for anybody other than those that I've actually made it change. When you bring yourself to the point of actually, pointing fingers, or you pointing fingers at me or anybody else, it really disturbs me, and it really takes it to the point of where I just, I feel it's necessary that I need to. You're cool, boomer frog. All right, cool. Thanks, Deep White. I just, I felt it was necessary to actually, do this or whatever to make myself feel better. All my favorite people in one place. What's up, Cool Frog? That's funny. What's up, Alan? Good to see you. Was a fun time back then, and it's still fun. That's the thing. Is every single day, Malloy runs several shows. And when I say several, I'm assuming that he's awake. After I'm done here, he'll probably go and do something himself. I can just assume that's probably what will actually happen. Mr. Malloy, welcome to the Frog Army. Thank you, dude. Thank you for becoming a member of the Frog Army. I just, like I said, please don't point fingers at other people, and don't assume that whatever's going on here tonight, coming out of my thoughts and opinions, is about you, because it's not about you. It's about me. It's about me and how I'm feeling about how people treat others. Stop treating people like crap. I don't like it. Don't like it. And I believe that comes from how I was treated my whole life by my own family. I never liked it when they did it to me, which, makes it that I don't want to do it to anybody else. When I see it happening, and see it occurring, it makes me sad. I don't want that. I don't want that. Get along with each other, please. Become friends with each other. I mean, that's the best way to do things. Just love each other unconditionally. Stop calling people names. Stop trying to manipulate them into believing that there's something that they're not. I don't know. Some of us come here because there is no family in real life. Yep, I know. And that's exactly where I'm at. Is like, yeah, I do have my wife and Tadpole. They are my life. They are the ones that I care about the most. But because I didn't have my own family, my parents never gave a shit a damn thing that I did. That they actually brought it to the point of me being unable to forgive them. And I wish I could. I wish I could, but I can't. I can't because they hurt me so damn much. Over and over again. That I actually had to actually do something for myself which I never assumed was actually going to turn into this. Something larger than myself, this awesome family that you all are, to make me actually feel that I actually belong to something. I actually belong to something for the first time in my life. I just, again, if you think this is about you, it's not. This is about me. It's how I feel and my opinions on others treating others like shit. Don't treat anybody like shit. You're going to come around this village, come around any of this, and you feel that you need to manipulate somebody else into making them feel something that they don't necessarily need to, just go away. I don't want it. And I'm not saying, slowly either. Just remove yourself. Go away. Don't manipulate people into your own will. This channel is not yours. This channel is mine. Come around with humor and warmth. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just that. All right. I didn't want to actually be here all night or that long, whatever. Probably go for another whatever 8-9 minutes or whatever. Go for exactly an hour. If anybody has any thoughts or opinions or anything that they'd like to share in the last few moments here, please do so. I will be back in about I don't know 4.5 hours with Talking Trash and Truth. For an episode of Waking Up. That will be episode 420. So take it as you will. I won't be able to participate because I don't have anything to participate with, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of people that will be participating in that particular goings on. So, I may be awake. Maybe. Cake. Cool frog. And also hugs frog hugs, and also from Mom when I tell her nothing to share, just ribbit, motherfucker. Like I said, I'm gonna actually kick out of here in a short bit. Wanted to wrong Krog. This channel is ours in the chat, and you prove it every time. You take time talking to us, other creators. Just talk to themselves. Maybe at chat, but you talk with chat, and that's why we return and love you too. That's awesome, and that's exactly what I've watched. I've watched several different creators, from Nick Rekieta to Joe Neerman to finding all these other people that are on the internet that have nothing to do with with the law side of things, to um, just multiple random channels to check out their stuff and see what they're about. And there's so many channels that don't. They say zero things to particular people in chat unless they get a super chat. They're like, "Oh, I got a super chat. I will read anything that comes through the super chat." Well, that sounds a little bit manipulative in itself, doesn't it? That's the only way you're going to talk to them is if they actually can actually pay you to talk to them. It's kind of wrong. But I went through the same BS on another channel the other day. They were all just fighting and bashing. So I said, "What the fuck? Why can't you get along?" Well, they're behaving now. um, like I said, there's nobody in particular or whatever. I just felt it necessary to state my opinions and thoughts on the ignorance of narcissism. I hate it. I hate it because every single person, every single one of them, every single one of us, if we don't have some form of self importance, what the fuck are you doing? Good day. What's up, Crystal? Good to see you. Andy and Popcorn Planet being one of them. He doesn't even read some of his super chats. See that? I couldn't. That's a Tim Pool thing. Doesn't even read some of his super chats because they get so many of them. They get so many people throwing stuff at him that they would have to actually spend a couple hours to read all of them. And that's why I don't donate to those kind of channels. I will not. I refuse to donate to those kind of channels. There's no way that I'd actually be able to actually go to the point of not reading chat. And specifically not reading super chat. Like, how can you do this? How can you do that? How can you rightfully think that it's okay to take people's money and not read whatever they had to say? Now, I get it. You get up into the thousands and thousands of people in chat that it gets difficult. It gets difficult to start reading through chat and actually reading it all. D Watt for $19.99 says, "Let's go super chats." Thank you so much, D Watt. That's awesome. You're the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't see how somebody would not be able to actually, click on those and just, as you're going through the show. Just click on the super chat as it comes up. Just click on it and be like, "Oh, look, this person said it." Even if you can't actually, you don't want to change whatever you're actually saying. You don't want to change your conversation because you have a thought. You can stop the scroll in the StreamYard of chat. You just stop it. Just kind of scroll up just a touch. You can stop it, and finish your thought, finish your whatever you're going off of, and then I was gonna be like, "Let's go super chats," and move on to the next thought. Move on to the next thought, and actually, start scrolling back through your chat, read your stuff. Seriously, I don't get how people can't or can actually go to the point of not reading their chat. Read your chat. Everyone in Fabulous Chat got a dash back to the cold face of 3D world. Take care, everyone. Later, Cake. You have a good one, dear. Awesome. Thanks for the support. Yes, thank you so much. Was a member for nearly a year. I eventually seen that crew for what they are. Grifters. Apparently I grift wrong. Apparently I grift wrong. I can't see how people can actually just sit there and quote unquote grift the way they do. It's disturbing. One thing I do give credit to Bites for is she would always read the super chats, even if it meant doing a whole extra stream of 8 hours to do so during, and that's the thing is just there's some of them that actually do actually go, and they're like, "Oh, okay, so because there's so many of them, we'll see you in a few hours and we'll do another show just on these super chats that you did." It's like, wow, well, that's grifting in itself. That's grifting in itself. That's amazing. It's amazing that you've actually been able to actually take yourself to the next level of grift to do that. Boomer Frog is no grifter. I mean, I I guess. I guess. I I say, like I said, I've watched several, and I could not actually do exactly what they do to actually um, not read super chat or not read chat at all. I seriously sit here as I'm talking and creating conversation, looking at chat. I stare at chat as it's scrolling through, read every single one of them. How did you turn off the chat stream? Oh, turn off the super chats on the chat stream. Sure, makes sense. Not that you wouldn't be able to actually. Yeah, I guess. So it seems I don't know what you're on about. I will investigate this further now. Madcore. It's nothing. Telling you, it's nothing. Don't read into it. It's nothing. It's just my own thoughts and opinions on people and their narcissism and their pointing fingers of narcissism. You don't get to call somebody a narcissist without being a narcissist. And that's pretty much what it comes down to. Y'all think I'm narcissistic? Okay. I'm fine with that. But we all know better. And that's what I love about you, Koolfrogg. You give everyone a platform. Everyone. Every single freaking person. I've always given everybody the time and the space to do whatever it is that they want. Even when it comes to some of the disturbing ones, those that have actually come through uh, swearing up a storm, um, continually talking over every single person, changing conversation. I've dealt with all of it. We need grifting 101. I mean, that would be fun. I bet if we took a couple of those top grifters and I actually got them on a show to talk about grifting in itself and how to grift, that maybe some of us would actually learn how to actually do that properly. But I can't. I have to actually sit there and talk to everybody, read their stuff as it's going through. All right. Well, that being said, I did hit the hour that I wanted to hit. Now I'm over it, so I'm good. Isaac Butterfield. Who the heck is that? I have to look that up. Again, I'll give you one last moment to actually say anything else that you'd like to actually say. Any questions that you have, any thoughts that you'd like to, like me to try answering. I'm going to actually look up who this Isaac Butterfield is. What I'm going to do, though, is I see that Clumsy's actually live. I'm going to actually try redirecting you to her if I can. If I can. Let me see here. Maybe. I subscribe to that Isaac Butterfield to see what he's about, see how funny he really is, and see what kind of stuff happens out of that community. It's like he's got quite the following. Oh, why can't I see? Where is this? It said that she was live. Yeah, looks like she's live. See if I can't get this to actually work correctly. There it is. All right, that's what we're going to do. We're going to actually redirect you out to Clumsy Clairvoyance. Thank you all so very, very much for joining me here tonight. Um, Again, we will be back. I will be back here with Talking Trash and Truth in about 4 ish hours or so. Um, who knows what we'll talk about? It will be the 420th episode, so it should be a fun time. Tell me this: did you wake up with a DM from someone? I checked zero DMs. I checked zero DMs. Um, it was just something that was, going through my head throughout the whole day. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna actually do that. I'm gonna actually go ahead and let y'all raid Clumsy Clairvoyance. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Uh, Later. Love y'all.